All right, Big Bang. Today is Thursday. It is June 4th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Before I get into my guest, I want to talk to you guys about Reese's. We got a big thing that's going on. It's going to be a little bit of a different ad read. All right, if you're watching on YouTube, at the end of this read, you're going to see a reveal of our new Reese's room. It's right across the studio from the Dog Walk and the Stretch Studio. So that's going to be pretty great for us, Big T. That's tough for you
sick.
With macrodosing being so far from the Reese's. Wow.
Yeah, but if you go to the Compton Museum, you can kind of swing by there on that staircase. So
That's a good point.
you can still get there.
That's a good point. But also, it's important you guys know that nothing beats summer break when you were a kid, obviously. And it was time off from school, and you could get away from those sad school lunches. But you don't get summer break as a grown-up. That's a huge bummer. But the good news is you can at least take a break from sad work lunches this summer with Reese's limited edition cups and the return of the Reese's Strawberry PB&J. Plus, the all-new Reese's Marshmallow Cup. Both taste just like your childhood, so grab one before they're gone, because they're fleeting, just like your youth. Reese's, the official candy partner of Barstool Sports. Get yours at HersheyLand.com/Reese's. And, White Sox Dave and Chief are going to take you into the Reese's room right now, and then we'll be right back.
All right, big surprise, a new addition to the Barstool Chicago office. I can't wait to see it. Come look at this. We got the Reese's room. Let's go check it out. Oh my, Dave, what are you doing?
I'm just chilling,
Eating Reese's? Look at what you
some
picked.
Reese's. I got a Reese's stick right here. What's the deal? Why are you in my room?
I haven't seen it yet. It's
It's
not your room, it's our
my
room.
safe space.
You got every kind of Reese's you can imagine.
Yes, you do.
Sure.
Why do you think I'm in here alone?
Oh, an outrageous. I've never heard of an outrageous. This is going to be my first one. Nutrageous. Goat. I mean, they've got everything you could ever want in here. Look at this couch. And then we got the staples right here. The OG, the classic. 2 cups. Doesn't get better than that. This Reese's room's incredible. Views. White Sox Dave's making it his own personal. Looks like a very comfy couch. You want to take a seat?
I've already had a couple of nice nap sessions today.
Okay.
I gotta say, it's a 10 out of 10 comfort couch.
Oh, that is a nice couch. I don't want to put my shoes on it. But this is great. Cheers.
Seriously, Chief. Would you go with the classic peanut butter cup?
Can't beat it.
Can't beat it, that is true. I wanted to mix it up. These are delicious. Reese's Sticks, I'd never had them before. Absolutely phenomenal.
Another edition, Barstool Chicago. Can't beat it. Reese's room. Get your Reese's.
All right, we're back. And also, guys, Stella Blue Coffee is more than just great coffee. It's coffee that gives back. That's why we started We Brew to Rescue, a nationwide campaign using proceeds from our new ready-to-drink cans to fund 1,000 pet adoptions this year. Every can you crack open helps a real pet find a real home. Simple as that. Made with 100% Colombian coffee. Each 11-ounce can delivers smooth, drinkable energy with a boost of protein available. An espresso, cafe mocha, and espresso sweet cream. They're the best canned lattes out there, period. Drink Stella Blue, fuel your day, and help save a pet's life. Get yours now at StellaBlueCoffee.com, Amazon, and select retailers across the country. Okay, so as you heard when I was talking about Reese's, I am joined by Big T today. Big T, this is twice in 1 week. It's a pleasure. Thank you.
What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm all right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's I feel like that's your baseline. What brings you over the top besides
Well, people
like a Tennessee win?
always, they ask you how you're doing, and most of the time you're doing average, so I say average.
Yeah, I think
Everybody talks about how great they're doing, and most of the time you're not.
you're probably
Fine.
not doing great.
Yeah. And then if I tell you I'm doing amazing today, I'm having a really good day.
Now, do you believe in telling people you're not doing good?
No, because that's not what they're asking,
Because then that opens up the field of more questions. Yeah.
It's and I would never want to, divulge that anyway. But then that's not what they're just trying to be nice.
Yeah, I've told the story on like a free sim before, but there was this guy who was a bouncer in the town where I went to college, and we saw him at the grocery store, and he had a cat, so he was carrying kitty litter, which kind of adds to the effect of the story. And we're like, hey, what's up? I'm not going to give his real name. Frankie, how you doing? He's like, sister's boyfriend's beating the fuck out of her again. And we're like, dude, just...
You know how it goes.
It's like, what are we doing here?
That's how it is.
You're walking with kitty litter past the fucking waters. Like, we don't
Can't
need
have a
this.
cat as a man.
You don't
Unless it
think
was
so?
unless it was his wife's or something.
No, it's his. He's a single guy.
Yeah, can't. You can have a dog.
You don't like single guys with cats? We've got a few of those here, don't we?
Do we?
I think we do.
Who's got cats?
I mean, KB has 3.
He's engaged.
He's engaged, obviously, so that doesn't fit your narrative.
Yeah.
I know we have a single guy with a cat.
Is it a content guy or?
I don't know, but he's not jumping off the page at me.
Oh, you don't know who it is?
Yes, I'm trying.
Oh, I thought you were.
No. I would have said who it was.
You were
no
not
problem.
naming.
No, I would have said who it was. No problem.
Yeah, I'm just not a. I'm not a. They don't love you. I'm not a cat guy. They don't love you back. Dogs will love you back.
KB puts up pretty strong arguments for the cats.
And then they shit in your house.
Yeah, that's a problem.
No,
That's a problem. So,
but that's fine if you like it. It's just not.
it is what it is. Yeah. So, you know what's funny, Big T, is I think obviously I've known you since you've been hired. I remember for some reason vividly you and I on that 24-hour stream on Sirius for a while. Do you remember that?
Oh,
That
yeah.
had to be what, 2019?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that was when we did the Fantasy Football Factory thing, and so that was me, Hank, and Roan, and yeah, that was when I was an intern, so 2019.
Yes, okay, 2019. Then, of course, I think most people know how you got your start at this point, right?
I think so.
Because
It's a long time ago now, but
let me tell you one thing. I don't know if you're, it always shows up in my For You in Snapchat. You're like always on the icon. Do you know that?
what?
I swear, every time I look at, like, it cycles through Barstool stories. Like, it'll be like, oh, Dave goes berserker mode on.
Oh,
The
on
Mean
like the
Girl or
Barstool
something. Yes.
channel.
Exactly. Have you ever been alert? I
I haven't had Snapchat in years.
I don't have evidence to back this up, but I know that I feel like when I look at it a lot, it's always
What's on it?
the clip of when he hired you.
Oh, on the radio.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, long story short, and you could tell it, like, your team sucked. Dave really enjoys that. I've been in the same boat with him. And you got a full-time job out of that.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go back even further, my best friend and I had a couple videos that went like viral. And so Dave reached out to us and was like, do y'all want to come on the rundown? So we did that. That was in 2016. We were actually on one of the first ever episodes of Pardon My Take. It was like the 3rd or 4th episode.
Really?
Yeah, it was us.
Singing?
The Harambe thing, and that was with Martin Shkreli was on that episode before he went to prison.
No shit.
Yeah, it was legit the 3rd or 4th episode, I think, of Pardon My Take. So then that was in 2016. I believe the following year, the Barstool app was like getting a redesign, and there was a competition. Everyone had to make a commercial, I think. So Dave did his with us. So we met Dave in Atlanta because we were going to be in Atlanta for something, and we filmed a commercial in my buddy's van. And then I had Dave's phone number from that, and then they started the Viceroy program back up, and I didn't know any better. I would never do this now. I just texted Dave, and I was like, hey, don't let anybody do this for Tennessee. I want to do it. And he didn't give a shit. He was like, okay, fine.
Great, you even got a response.
Yeah, yeah. I would never ever text him now. So I did that for a couple years. Then I got an internship here,
And you were going to UT at the time?
yeah.
Okay.
And so then I graduated in 2019. I got an internship in New York. And then as I was doing that, the Braves had a historic collapse in the 2019 NLDS, culminating in giving up 10 runs in the first inning of Game 5. And then that week, Tennessee lost to, or I guess that was October, so it would have been a little bit after. A couple weeks before that, Tennessee lost to Georgia State in football, followed by losing to BYU in unbelievable fashion the next week. So these things just kept happening, and Dave was like, what do you do? And I was like, well, I do social for this and this. And he was like, okay, I'm going to hire you. I don't know what you're going to do yet, but you're going to be content. I was like, okay. So he just thought it was funny that all those teams kept losing. And then he went on a hot gambling streak for a minute, just betting against the teams that I like. So that helped also. But yeah, that was kind of it.
Was that Butch Jones?
No, that was Jeremy Pruitt. We actually ended up being not terrible that year. I think we went like 8-5.
Even after losing to
And
BYU and Georgia State.
yeah, and if we'd won those games, we'd have been like a good team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10-3. 10
Yeah.
wins, 10-win season.
Yeah, and then he got fired the next year, and it turns out he was cheating his ass off. So,
Dude,
he still sucked.
but I still feel like, I mean, listen, I think people understand the gravity of being in like one of the first 4 episodes of Part of My Take, but I still feel like you're selling what you and your buddy did short, because it was, as a stoolie, I was an intern, or just like a side blogger for those days, and you were like all over the place.
We had a hot 6-week stretch.
Yes.
Hot.
Yes.
I actually remember Dave saying, if those two don't become famous, there's something wrong with the internet. And we made that our like Twitter banner for our short-lived podcast. But yeah, that was we had a little bit of 15 minutes.
And so essentially, for people that don't know, it was called Two Guys, One Van, right?
That was the name of our podcast. Yeah, and we did it in my buddy's 2003 Chrysler minivan that he decorated as the Mystery Machine, and we would get pulled over every single night in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. I don't know if they thought, I guess the cops just didn't have anything better to do. I don't know if they thought he was a drug dealer or what, but we would go, wherever. We were always together, and we'd get pulled over. I mean, no fewer than 25 times.
Like that?
Just always pulled over with no reason.
And it was an exact like replica of the Mystery Machine? On
No,
the
it was
outside?
a shitty blue minivan that in order to make it fun, he put Mystery Machine stickers on. So that he wasn't just rolling up to our high school in like a crappy minivan.
Okay. Oh, so you
Which
went to
it
high
still
school with him,
was.
too.
Yeah. This is my best friend from high school.
Are you still best friends with him?
He's the best man at my wedding next Friday.
Dude, has he ever been up here?
No.
Why can't you bring this guy to the office?
He'll be here next week.
Dude, you should bring him.
Yeah, we'll look into it.
I feel like that is like I would want to meet that guy, because it's so funny looking back now, because you guys would sit there and they would sing in the van in the front seats, and it was very early, like it was still early, like pure internet days too. Granted, if you guys were still doing that now, are you okay? Can you hear yourself?
Yeah, just
kicked
unplugged
it
my
out.
headphones.
If you were doing that now, like that'd probably rip on TikTok.
Yeah, it's just like he's got a wife and baby, and
He's not about it.
I think he for a little bit like kind of wanted to work here, and then he has a good job and doesn't need to do that. So
What's some of the songs? Were they all parody, or were they?
we had the Saturdays Are for the Boys song, and then we had Here Without Harambe, which went very, very viral, and I think it's all been taken down when we had to go through that like purge of all the licensed music, like everything we had to take down. So I don't. It's out there somewhere for sure. And then there were more people who covered our version, and theirs went viral. I remember there was a military installation, like some guys that were in Iraq or wherever, and they did one, and theirs went super viral.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, were you writing these parody songs, or was he, or together?
Both. We would sit down in the Hermitage, Tennessee Chick-fil-A for hours at a time, because he worked there, and so in the summer of 2016, we would just kind of hang out at Chick-fil-A all day with nothing to do, and then somehow that turned into doing that. And I remember the day that we went. We started writing that, and he was like, we should go record this in the van, and I was like, we should not do that. And we should have. He was right.
Yeah, and you did. I mean, it got you to where you are today.
Yeah, that indirectly made me a lot of money.
So let me say this. People, if they had to describe you, they may use a word like curmudgeon. Do you agree with that, or do you take exception to
Do I agree that they would use it, or do I agree that it's accurate?
both?
I certainly agree a lot of people would use it.
Okay.
I think I'm just I'm no nonsense. I tell you what I'm thinking. I'm not gonna, if you ask me how I'm doing, I'll say average. But I think, like, you can tell me if I'm wrong. I don't think there's anybody here that knows me well that doesn't like me.
No, I'd say that's
I think
accurate.
people on the internet are like, that guy's like, whatever.
Yeah. I don't
like-
think you and I have ever had an unpleasant interaction.
No.
Yeah, like I mean, like you're every time, like, hey T, what you do? You're always willing.
I think I'm a pretty normal guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't walk around smiling like an asshole all the time, you know.
Yeah. Now, with that said, the thought of you doing those singing videos to where you are now, I mean, that's just a completely different.
Well, I was 19 years old.
But it's crazy to think about that was you.
Yeah, I can't even watch it anymore. I
No?
can't. No, I can't.
So if it was like, hey, like your buddy's coming to town next week. Let's say he didn't have a job that he was worried about, and he was like, let's hop in the van, let's record one more time.
I mean, yeah, I would do it now because like it would be good for my job. But I can't watch those videos. I can't. Well, first of all, I can't look at me without a beard anymore ever. I hate
I
it.
feel that.
But yeah, it's you know, you see yourself as a child, and you're just like, what in the world?
Mm-hmm. No, it's just so.
But it
funny.
worked, so.
Yeah, it's just funny just to think that's the same guy.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Now, do you feel you've become more jaded since then, or like has it
No.
always been you? You just knew how to turn it on when the stage.
Yeah, I think we were just doing a funny little skit, and but yeah, I would say I'm pretty similar to the guy I was in 2016. I mean, I'm just 29 versus 19, so all that comes with that. But yeah, I don't think jaded.
Got it. Okay, so it wasn't a thing where you're like, yeah,
I have had to live in two interestingly run cities since then, so maybe I'm slightly more perturbed at things, but no, not jaded.
I've got that on my list. So I know initially, I remember talking to you in New York, I believe, when you were moving to Chicago, and you're like, I just saw this happen so and so many feet from the office, and I was like, well, I don't.
We've had some stuff, Eddie.
We've had some stuff, but overall, is it as bad as you thought it would be living here?
Well, I pay money to live in the part that's not bad.
Okay.
There are things I certainly don't like.
Okay.
I'll tell you what gets me, Eddie.
Okay.
This should be the greatest city in the country. It should be unbelievable. All these beautiful buildings on the water. You have beaches in quotation marks. You have incredible sports and entertainment. The food here is unbelievable. Why let people run it into the ground, Ed? That's what I ask. This should be, honestly, maybe the two worst run cities in America should be the two best. Chicago and San Francisco should be the two best cities in the world.
Okay. So there is a lot to like, is what I'm gathering from.
Yeah, no, there is.
Yeah. And why'd you say beaches in quotations?
Well, the beach is only in Florida. I don't even grant.
Okay.
When people in New York, people be like, we're going to the beach. And no, you're not.
Okay.
The beach is in Florida.
It needs to be, well, I mean, it needs to be oceanside. Is that what you're saying?
Ocean. It has to be hot. I don't even do like South Carolina. No, the beach is Florida.
Okay. Fair enough.
And I mean, here, it's become a running bit around here, but the concrete.
But that's the thing, and I know I've been wanting to make a statement about this for a while. Chicago has like 51 sand beaches, something like that. Did you know that?
Yeah, but it's a lake, and
no, I get it, but people just think that it's only the concrete things that people are posting.
No, there is sand.
Yes,
places.
yes, in places, but people it's a bit like people just aren't catching on to that.
Yeah, I can't do the beach in a downtown, like on a lake. It's not the beach.
I get it. There's definitely differences for sure, especially if that's what you grew up going to. This is what I grew up going to, so I'm like, it's the beach.
Yeah, I also don't like beaches in that I love a beach town and I love a beach vibe. I don't like the ocean or a lake. I don't do bodies of water.
I think we're actually pretty similar in that regard.
I do the pool next to the beach, and then you go hang out on the sand at the beach. I don't touch the water.
We're identical then.
I'm going to Hawaii in a couple weeks. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's just they're like, oh, you need to go to these 13 beaches. Well, I'll sit there, I guess.
Is your fiance a big beach person?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She'll sit out there for 8 hours, and I'm like, I'll die.
Why don't you just like arm wrestlers if you're gonna go to a beach or pool?
I mean, I'll tell you, one of the hotels we're staying at, it's got it's like a man-made lagoon. That I'll do. It's like half pool, half ocean.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And it's just okay. Is there like a divider?
Yeah, it's like in its own. I'll show it to you later.
Okay.
It's like it's contained.
You're going there for your honeymoon, I assume?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Have you ever been?
No.
Me neither. And I don't know if I'd ever go.
Everybody that has said, Dan told me when I got engaged, he was like, it's the only place I've ever been that everyone says how good it is and it's better.
Really?
And a couple people have said that to me.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to it. First stop, I told her we have to go to the University of Hawaii bookstore and stack up on merch, and then we can go do whatever you want.
Right out of the airport.
Well, we got it's close to the airport, and that first day we don't have anything planned.
Oh, perfect. There you go. Did they give you a lay when you land? Is that true?
I don't know. We're one of the hotels we're staying at. We're staying at 2 different places. They lay you. I've been told.
Okay, makes sense. But overall, though, are you happy that you moved here?
Yeah.
Career aside, like even being like
yeah. I mean,
quality of life.
it's certainly better than New York.
Okay.
Is it better than like Knoxville, Tennessee? Probably not. But it's good.
I think it's better than Atlanta, though.
So Atlanta, Nashville is becoming like this. Every time I go back to Atlanta, I'm like, yeah, I don't need to come back here all that often. And really, the only time I go back is for Braves games now, so I don't even go into Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And Nashville's every time I go back to Nashville, I like it less, and every time I go back to Knoxville, I like it more. But now Knoxville's going to become like Nashville.
Yes, 100%. That's just the way it works.
Yeah, I mean Nashville's it's cooked. I'm afraid. I think it might be over.
I've kind of been on the same track for a while. I was over Broadway Street like after I went like the first 3 or 4 times. I was kind of like, I'm done.
We had a great run.
Yeah. 2010 to 24. But now I think it's getting too... Yeah, I think the first time I went was like 2012 to like 2016.
That was the peak.
Times.
That was the peak.
Yeah, Paradise Park was there.
Mm-hmm.
Just had a big-ass car in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then now it's just kind of like it was... I was happy that they built more bars because there was a point where there wasn't enough bars for the people. Like there was just always butts to nuts. But now there's just an overabundance.
It's nothing but bars and bachelorette parties. And
yeah. And they're all like 8-story.
Yeah. Well, Broadway, I would never instruct anyone to go to Broadway unless you just really want to. There are good bars in Nashville, other places, but...
Yeah, one of my favorite bars in the country is there.
Which one?
Santa's Pub.
Mm-hmm.
You been there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite bars. Do you drink much?
No.
No? Okay. So...
I would say I drink at all 8 or 9 times a year. And then 2 or 3 a year I will set aside to really drink. And then I hate it, and then I don't do it again for 6 months.
What gets you out to drink? Like what?
It's just got to be the right set of circumstances.
Okay.
I'm trying to think the last time I really drank. I don't know. Arian really screwed it up because when we went to San Diego, man, I guess it was 2 years ago now, he drugged me with alcohol. And I had the most violent reaction I've ever had in my life, and it ruined alcohol for me forever.
Was this when you guys went to Knoxville?
No, we were in San Diego.
Oh.
And he threw out the first pitch at the Padres game. And so we were in like the owner's seats. Like it was, the manager was sitting right here. We were sitting next to the manager outside the dugout. And so, it comes with free food and alcohol and all that. And so I got a vodka lemonade, and he was like, bring 2 more. And so he had the waitress it was never empty. And I think I drank 14 of them. There's a video you can go watch. We filmed everything. And the next morning it was a really bad scene.
Who was it? You, Arian?
And Madeline and Mackenzie.
Were you like puking in the
Oh, buddy. It was bad. I've never seen puke like this before or since.
In the owner's suite?
No. This was in my hotel the next morning.
Oh, fuck. Was that on camera?
No.
No.
But when I walked out to the car was when we were going to do something after. It was a bad deal.
I don't think I've heard about this.
Oh, it was bad.
That's interesting. So ultimately, so you're here clearly because it's the best course of action for your career. I would assume that you want to head back south at some point.
Yeah. I mean, definitely if I had my choice. But this is cool for now. You get married and you look at buying houses here, and it's just I don't know why so many people are itching to move here.
I bought a house,
Where at?
northwest side of the city.
See, I if I bought a house, it would not be in Cook County for sure.
Okay, I understand.
But every suburb you look at, it's just insane,
everything is nuts.
crazy.
Are you actually looking?
Yes.
I'll have some people look for you. Do you have a person? Or no?
No, I have
Oh,
Zillow.
okay.
I mean, but I'm in this apartment till April, and then,
and then you're actively looking to buy.
yes.
Okay, so you're here for like the immediate future then.
Yeah, I mean, until I hear differently.
Yeah, but I didn't know if you're, people are kind of making their own moves, like doing their own thing. Like your main thing is macrodosing, right?
Yeah.
So couldn't you technically do that remote if you
I mean,
wanted to?
yeah, but then I'm very thankful I moved here because I just feel like it's much better to be in here and be around than
Be in the mix?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because there's something to do all the time.
Yeah. Also, this office is awesome.
It's great.
Like Ozzy Albies, I think, is coming next week.
That's
I heard.
nice.
Yeah. Ozzy Albies just shows up
You
sometimes.
got to give the whole Tennessee coaching staff a tour of the office when they were in town for the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
Shit like that is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool place.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do all that if you're remote.
It beats getting a real job. So as long as I can prolong that.
Really quick here, want to talk about Chicagoan Chevy dealers. Summer is here, and if you haven't made the move into a new Chevy yet, what are you waiting for? Chevy Drive Chicago all year round. The Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers have what you want and what you need, whether you're in need of a new truck, new SUV, new mom or dad ride like the all-new Traverse. We have it all for you. Check out those new Silverados. They honestly always turn my head whenever I see them on the highway or just driving these city streets. They're awesome. Perfect tailgate vehicle as well. Get that now, get locked in, get used to it so you could pull that up Soldier Field and be ready to go for tailgate season. Head to your local Chevy dealer and learn more about what your next ride could be today. In an ideal world, what city are you moving back to? Is it Knoxville?
I think Knoxville now.
Okay.
It's it's only 2.5 hours from Nashville, which is where my parents live. It's beautiful. It's not as crowded as Nashville is. The housing market is not as insane. UT is there.
What's the trajectory, though? Because your parents live in Nashville now. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Atlanta,
Okay.
and then I went to high school in Nashville,
Okay.
and then Knoxville.
So you did 1st through 8th grade in Atlanta.
I moved in 8th grade, yeah.
Okay. 8th grade, you moved to Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, wow. So you really have a good home base in both Atlanta and Nashville.
Yeah, I guess I lived in Atlanta a little bit longer, but yeah, I lived in both for a while.
So you just hate big cities.
It's not that I hate them. It's just that I think, like for right now, I think from 22 to 29, if you can live in New York or Chicago or wherever, I think that's cool. But at some point, you don't want to be in a high-rise apartment anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, like, as a kid, I would never want to live, in a downtown type deal.
Makes sense.
So I think I've had a good mix of everything. Now, New York, I don't vibe with New York.
What was the worst
There are
part?
certain things that are all, like being able to get on the train and go wherever in 5 minutes is cool. Like the restaurants are cool, but you're living in my apartment was about the size of this room. It was an unfathomable amount of money. There were no windows. It was very similar to this room. And it's just, it smells bad. It still gets hot and cold. That's what they don't tell you, Eddie. It gets cold, but then it also is still just as hot and humid as Atlanta.
It's bad in the summer, huh?
Oh, it's terrible.
I've never really been there in the summer.
It's the worst. And then the trash smells bad. The piss smell is exacerbated.
Yeah, I mean, I've been there in the summer, just not for like an extended amount of time. I'm stunned you were even able to do it. Just knowing you,
It was tough. I mean, having a cool job helped, but it was not my favorite place.
Do you say like what your fiance does, or you don't have to if you don't want to?
But she works in the financial sector.
Okay, so she could kind of go wherever.
Yeah, she moved here with her same job and then since works somewhere else. But
okay,
I met her in New York, so that was worth it, I guess.
Oh, okay. Is she from there?
Yeah, she is from New York.
Okay, so does she share your hatred for it?
No, she loves it.
So is there
understandably.
Is there a real possibility of you going back there?
I guess never New York City.
So maybe like
but I don't think so.
No.
I think she likes the South as well.
Okay.
If we were ever to move somewhere.
So she's good headed down there.
I think so.
What's the most overrated city in the South outside of Nashville or Atlanta, since you've spent a lot of time there?
I mean, the answer is Nashville, but I think the next Nashville is Raleigh. I think everybody's really hot on Raleigh right now. And it's a fine place. I don't necessarily get all but it's, Nashville's getting too big. We got to pick a new one. I like Charlotte. I think Charlotte, it gets its just representation. And you're asking the wrong guy, because I'm very narrow on my definition of the South.
Okay, tell me that.
Kentucky, not the South. Texas, not the South. That's its own thing. Louisiana, its own thing, not the South.
Really?
Yeah. Louisiana's a completely different place than even the states that neighbor it.
I understand that from a culture standpoint, but I don't know. Like LSU football is.
It's its own thing. They're like a French colony down there. It's not the same. The South is Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee,
Arkansas.
I'm iffy on Arkansas.
Why?
It has a
right by Tennessee.
It's got a Missouri element to it, though. I seed Arkansas, but I'm not happy about it.
Okay.
And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, PFT tries to say Virginia. No. There are parts of Virginia that are culturally Southern, but D.C. is Virginia. That excludes you automatically.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So, yeah, I think those are my, 7?
Yeah.
And then, I don't know if I said Florida or not. Florida, I do count, but it's also a very unique place as well.
I think northern Florida is
Panhandle.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Like, no doubt about it.
But then you have Miami and Naples and all these places that like that kind of.
Did you say South Carolina?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that feels like another.
Overrated Charleston.
Okay. Why?
It's a good place. It's great. But everybody talks about it like it's,
the best.
It's fine. It's a good town.
But it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah. I think people overhype Charleston. Not to say it's bad. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a 10.
What about northern cities?
Overrated, you're saying?
Yeah. I mean, you probably don't have as strong opinions about them, right?
Yeah. I mean, the appeal of New York, it will lose its luster if you move there, I promise. I love Boston. I like Boston a lot. Went there for a trip last year. What other northern... I love D.C. too.
Oh, okay.
I like D.C. a lot, but I'm a big history guy.
You're a big political guy, right?
Depends who you ask.
Are you or are you not? Because obviously you do macrodosing and you have clips that...
I'm burnt out.
Okay.
I'm trying not to be.
Tell me why.
It's too much, man. I mean, every single place you go, that's all I'm sick of it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sometimes you see stuff and it's like, I can't let that one go. But it's so much, man. Just, I try to,
Has macrodosing kind of shifted into more of a political show?
It shifted into a lot of things. It's kind of just whatever we want to talk about.
Yeah.
That week. But yeah, we do a lot of stuff.
Because
the other day we, just happened to end up talking pretty much only about sports, and like people were mad. They're like, there's so much going on in the world, and that's what kills me, Eddie, is with everything going on, how could you with everything going on. What's going on? I walk outside. It's a beautiful day. I go to a nice restaurant. Like, what's going on? It seems like everything is okay-ish to me. That's what I try to, just go live your life, man.
I think that's the problem is you just said, like, when you see something, you can't let it go.
But then you can just turn it off.
Exactly. If you could just take a deep breath and just close the app and walk outside,
yes,
you're fine.
I think there is something to was it Tyler Creator who was like, cyberbullying's not real, just turn your phone off?
Yeah.
There is something to that.
For sure.
I saw a guy on Twitter, ironically, the other day who got rid of his iPhone and got a flip phone. And he was like, the first week was horrific. And then after that, my life is dramatically improved.
It's got to be, right?
He was like, everything is better.
Would you go back to that if you didn't have this job?
I would try it.
I'm very appealed by that too. Or I find that very appealing, I should say.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do agree with you. Like, I get Mikey Betts always texting me about, like, and I'm not like a super political guy. Like, I like to follow it and know what's going on. But as soon as you get too deep into it, it's just bullshit.
Yeah. And I mean, it's all, we've talked to some politicians on the show, and it's like, you can tell a lot of it's all theater.
Mm-hmm.
People are, just so angry about this stuff. And it's like the people that you're either angry at or vehemently supporting, they don't give a fuck about you.
No.
They're trying to get reelected and hit on Pelosi's stock tips. And like, that's all they really care about.
Like, I think it's not impossible, but I think it's very hard to find people who go outside of their personal interests. Right?
As
like,
politicians?
Like, what's best for them.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's all they all care about.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there are things that I certainly... There's some policies in this city that need to fucking change. I'll tell you that.
What's your one policy?
I mean, see, and then we get, and that's how it starts.
Because that's what I was going to say is like, you're burnt out, but
I'll tell you one after the show.
Okay.
And see how insane you think it is.
Okay.
It's affecting me personally.
Because that's what I care most about. I'm into local politics.
And that's the thing is, local and state stuff affects your life generally much more than federal.
Totally. And the past 2 election cycles, I've had most of the candidates on the show. So I've kind of been in the weeds, like, just a hair, and I am excited for next year to kind of see what happens.
Like, there is one specific Chicago law that was drafted by the aldermen. Is that what y'all call them? I don't like that term.
Okay.
I don't like it.
It's an alder person now.
I'm sure it is. The city council here, and it's an insane law that is affecting me, like, on a very personal level. And so that's the kind of stuff that you should be getting fired up about.
Okay.
I'll tell you after the show.
I'm interested to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, aldermans are very interesting. If people don't know, like, the city is split up into wards, and every ward has an alderman who is kind of like their liaison for that little community.
It's a city council member.
Pretty much, yeah.
And some of them are nut jobs.
Well, yeah, it's very... It's a highly sought after job. It's a 6-figure job, make $100K, and you can also have another
Every
job.
in the Chicago government's a 6-figure job. It's part of the problem.
You were also, I think they just changed this, but at one point you were also allowed to have another job. So, like, a lot of people are like lawyers on the side and whatnot, and then
I'm sure it's like being an NFL ref.
Yeah, exactly.
Pay you $300,000, and then you can also go do your roofing business.
Yeah, exactly. I'm excited to hear that. What about Barstool wise? Are you generally happy with how things are going for you?
Yeah. I mean, it, like I said, it beats getting a real job. When I was coming out of college, my job offers were an internship here, an internship at another large media company in the South, and 2 newspaper jobs in Iowa and Minnesota, making like $20,000.
Why can't you say what the media company was?
I just don't. It was a. You've heard of it.
I bet you I could guess first try.
Guess.
Outkick?
No. No. Maybe I should just name it that. No, it was not Outkick. And so I was like, well, I can't go. Like, if I could cover high school sports somewhere and have made a decent living, like, I probably would have done that. But it was just the money was so untenable that I just couldn't. So I was like, I'll go lose money in New York for a few months and see what happens.
And you were clearly a fan, like you understood the vision.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Were you close? How long were you an intern before you went full time?
In New York?
Yeah, before that.
June to October.
Okay, so not that long actually.
Yeah, I had an apartment in Flatbush, Brooklyn for the summer that was, I mean, you want to talk about, I showed up and I was shocked because I rented it sight unseen off Craigslist. I didn't have time to come to New York and look at places, and I had no money. That was a bad spot. And then I moved into an apartment that I couldn't afford in Manhattan in August, and I was like, it was for 3 months, and I was like, if I don't get hired at the end of this 3 months, then I'll leave and go do something else.
So you're ready to pull the plug.
Well, I was losing money.
Yeah.
So I couldn't do it forever, and I had student loans, but I got hired toward the end of that 3 months.
What was the biggest loss though? Like which game do you think was like put it over the top? Like what game did, because I have mine, because we are not so different in that way. What kind of was, do you remember what it was? Was it that?
Well, I remember it was the Tennessee games kind of put me on Dave's radar where he was like, who is that? And then the Braves were in the playoffs like the next week or so. And so we were up 2-1 in the NLDS. And for game 4, we did a stream and Dave was there and YP at the time, who was a Cardinals fan. And so the Braves, I believe we were up fairly big in that game, and then the Cardinals came back and walked it off. And there's an infamous picture of Dave just kind of pointing and laughing. And then the following day, I think it was I guess there'd have been a day between the game 4 and 5. So the day between is when the radio thing happened, and Dave was like, you're hired. And so then for game 5, that was like my first day as a full-time content employee. And the Braves were down 10-0 in the first inning. And Dave came out. It was when we still had the radio show. So the game started at like 4 or 5 o'clock. And so the radio show wasn't over yet. So Dave came out and came over to the stream and was like, this has never happened before. I don't know what we do. like, do we turn it off? I don't know. And so I think we cut the stream. But I had to sit there in case somehow the Braves, won, which they did not come close to. And so I'm just sitting there with the stream off. They still had the lights on, these lights that are just killing your eyes.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, what in the hell? But that, indirectly helped me a lot. So
do you remember any play or like any specific guy from those games?
Oh, I mean, I remember everything.
Yeah.
Mike Fultonevich started. Freddie Freeman actually had a pretty crucial error in that first inning that I think if he made the play, we would have gotten out of it at 2-0, and game would have been, game on. I remember a lot about those games.
Because that likewise, like I was an unpaid intern for 6 years, and then what kind of propelled me on today's radar was when week 1 Bears-Packers, Khalil Mack's first game, the Bears were up 20-0. And after the first half, and Aaron Rodgers got hurt, and then he came back for the second half, and we lost like by 20, like just like 24-20 or whatever it was. And in a weird fucked up way, ever since then, I was like, I have to be thankful that Aaron Rodgers like shoved in our ass one more. You know what I mean? It's kind of fucked, like Mike Fultonevich. Like you'll never forget that guy.
No. And then the following year, the Braves were up 3-1 in the NLCS. And lost in 7. And so then it kind of was that all over again. And at that point, I was like, this is just really going to be my life forever. And then I'm not glad they lost, but like if we'd won the World Series in 2020 and then not again, and like the only one you won was that fake one,
It's tough.
Yeah, so we won a real World Series the next year.
Yeah.
So that was great.
That was a big moment for you. But I assume like the ultimate is a UT title.
Buddy, I'd give up everything.
Yeah.
I would give it all up. Somebody was asking me the other day about the Falcons, and I was like, I cheer for the Falcons to whatever extent, but like if it was the Falcons win the Super Bowl or Tennessee is the 12th seed in the college football playoff, I'm taking 12th seed 11 times out of 10.
11 out of 10.
Every single time.
It's always kind of funny too. Like when we have guys like that waiting in the wings where it's like, if that ever happens,
I wouldn't know what to do.
yeah. And like your
we
whole,
won a baseball title, and it was surreal. I was like, I can't believe we won something.
like everything rises for you if that
Yeah.
happens, you know?
Oh, it'd be the 3 straight Elite Eights has been brutal. So we got to fix that next year.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we ever won a football championship, I wouldn't even know what to do.
Yeah. That'd be wild. What did you go to school for again?
My degree is in journalism and electronic media.
Okay. So this is in this.
Not doing
Sure.
journalism. I would say I'm doing electronic media, so I'm glad they threw that in there as part of the degree program.
Mine is radio and television. I guess now we do.
Yeah, no, that
television.
works.
We do television with Fox, but
Where'd you go to college?
Southern Illinois, just a state
That's
school.
where my grandma went.
Really?
Salukis,
Huh. No shit.
Mhm.
Well, where's she from?
St. Louis.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. It's only like an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your lowest Barstool moment?
Lowest.
The Rays gate?
Rays. I mean, that was just kind of like. I mean, it wasn't fun, but also that was not. I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
For people that don't know, you were in a contract negotiation. I don't think you did anything wrong either. You pointed at Mincy and Nikki Smokes what they were making, and you used it as on your behalf, and then Dave blew it up, and it became a story on the Yak. And then I know Smokes took it all personal. I was like, dude, I don't think you should take it as personal as.
Yeah, it
You
wasn't like. Yeah, I mean, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go look up what happened. I don't.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just providing context.
No,
People
but
are like,
yeah,
what the fuck is that? Say what it
I
was.
think if you can get away here with, I think you're good for a year where like you're gonna have a bad 72 hours,
Mhm.
and if you can limit the damage, you'll be fine. Like I mean, everyone loves you, so I don't know how often you get in trouble, but like everyone here pretty much maybe once a year, you'll have a bad week, and then other than that, if you can, there's
yeah, it
some
happens.
who have more than that, so that's what you try to mitigate, but.
Every week is bad for some people.
Yeah,
but-
lowest though. I'm sure there is one. I mean, someone tried to kill me.
I was like, what? A crazy fan try to like break in and
No, another
I
employee.
know. It took me like a second to register.
We're all good now. But yeah, I mean, you work at a place like this, eventually something bad's gonna happen.
There's nothing that like when you got home you're like, fuck, like this is.
No, I mean there have been. I just can't think of them off the rip. And again, some of them are so like. Some of them, the public will be outraged about something, like you have no idea like what you're even talking about. And I think that's something important for people is like, I consume media very differently now working in a place where I see people say things as if they're fact. And I'm like, that's so egregiously untrue. Like you have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And so obviously that happens even on a much greater scale other places. So that has changed my viewing habits of certain things also. But yeah, it's just, there are times that you'll, sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail.
Mm-hmm. So nothing sticks out. You can't give me one.
I mean, the thing you brought up was probably the most recent.
Yeah.
I'd have to go back and look.
Really go back.
What's
What's the top then?
the best moment?
Yeah. Like what's like,
I mean, the Braves winning the World Series was cool, but that would have been cool regardless of if I worked here or not.
yes.
Best moment. Well, and maybe I need to use this in the next contract negotiation. I don't know if he remembers saying this, but when Rico tried to kill me, Dave was like, Big T has a job for life. Like he can never leave here. So I should have brought that up instead. I don't know. We've gotten to do a lot of cool stuff with macrodosing. We've gotten to talk to cool people and go do cool stuff. Yeah, I mean every day is a highlight, Eddie.
Okay.
Every day is is wonderful.
There you go. This is like I'm talking to 19-year-old Big T who's singing songs.
Yeah, I mean,
in the
if
band right now.
if you had told me at 19, like I would get to work here and do what I do every day, like, yeah, sign me up.
Mm-hmm. Is that's kind of thinking back to you and Rico. Like I actually that whole era of him versus, because you were in the what'd you guys call yourself, the Wolf Pack?
Yes, dude. This is why it was so stupid. He hated me because I went on a trip with Blackjack Fletcher and Paul LaDuca that was not my idea, and they kind of talked me into. We made a little song about Rico. And so he hated me for years and then tried to kill me. But now we're pals. I like Rico. I wish he would have talked to me first.
I like that little era though. That was like the Penn Gold Rush. Like we were hiring a bunch of gambling people. I think you guys gambled at a casino for like 24 hours straight or something.
We did do that. Yeah, we went to Atlantic City and we had to gamble on something every hour for 24 hours. Mm-hmm. That was one of the worst days ever. You've been to Atlantic City?
I actually haven't. It's been on my list forever.
I can't believe this didn't when you overrated northern towns. I don't know how it's rated. It's the worst place I've ever been.
See, I think that sentiment is shared.
I think so. Even so, it's overrated. It's the dirtiest, grimiest, nastiest place you could ever go.
Wow.
Just terrible. Another fake beach there too, by the way.
That always made me laugh. Blackjack, I still think about that guy. It makes me laugh.
I need to reach out to him. I haven't talked to him in years.
Shout out to him.
I hope he's doing well. Good guy.
Yeah, good guy.
Contrary to some people.
I know, yeah. I always loved Paul too, dude. He always made me laugh.
He was crazy.
I know, made me sad.
Yeah, we traversed North America together.
Yeah.
We went from New York to Toronto and then Toronto to Calgary, which is across the continent. That was like a 5-day drive.
A long time.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy how that's like that feels even longer ago than the two guys, one van?
That does feel like a long time. I mean, it was. That was 2021.
Yeah. Like that's
or was it 2019? It might have been 2019.
No, it had to be because Penn was in 2020, so it had to be 2020, 2021.
I think it was before that.
You think so? I feel like we didn't hire
The
them.
can was later.
The can?
I'll look in my phone. When Rico tried to kill me, I'll tell you when it was.
The can was definitely later.
The can was January of 22.
Okay. I would guess that's 2020, but I could be wrong.
No, it was 2019.
Was it?
November of 2019, we were in Canada.
Damn, I could have swore we hired those guys after Penn.
No, that's a while ago.
Yeah, that's like you bring up YP too, and that's another guy I think about. It's like, dude, that's like a whole different lifetime ago.
I feel like, I still feel like I'm a relatively young guy here and just generally, but like I've been here through some eras.
Yeah.
I mean, I've worked here, 7 years now? I mean, it was a completely different company 7 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Way different.
Yeah. So.
That's life.
Yeah. I hope to be here 7 more at least.
Same. Anything else, Big T?
No, man. I just thanks for having me.
Yeah, we never sat down like this. It was
Yeah.
nice to chop it up with you. What's the long-term goal? Like you're like a Southern, you seem like a family man. Like, is that it? Like, obviously you're getting married, like have kids, like.
Yeah. Getting married in a week. I'm very excited.
What's your biggest, what are you most nervous about?
Nervous?
Yeah.
For the wedding?
Yeah.
I mean, here's my thing, Eddie. You know me. I'm not an overly emotional person. And I think there is an expectation of what your emotions should outwardly look like. And I've told her, I'm like, please don't have an expectation of what that should be in your mind, because I don't know that I'm going to match it. So I'm concerned about people being like, oh, he's not, like he's not crying or he's not whatever. I genuinely have no idea what it'll look like.
Yeah.
So, and like, people do that first look thing now.
Yeah.
I was like, not doing that. Which she agreed with, but Yeah, I would say that's the only, and it's such an interesting. You hear about it all the time, and you go to weddings, but you don't realize how weird it is for some of these people to be together until it's yours.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm like, oh, that person and that person are going to meet each other. That should never happen.
Who's going for Barstool?
Brandon,
Okay.
PFT, Arian, Mackenzie, Madeline, and Stu Feiner.
Whoa.
Stu,
How did that happen?
Stu heard about the wedding and basically said he'd love to come, and I was like, yeah, okay. And then he never forgot, and he actually texted me yesterday. He's very excited, and I'm thrilled to have him.
Now, are you concerned about like maybe some 15-15-30 talk?
Yes.
With family members nearby?
Yes, I am. So I'm going to maybe have to hire PFT and be like, listen, for my wedding gift, can you please just make sure that everything runs smoothly?
Is it like, you don't have to say, is it local or is it?
It's around here.
Okay. All right.
It's down the street.
Gotcha. Oh, no shit. I didn't know if you would go south or whatever.
No, we were just like, my family lives there. Her family lives there. We'll just have them both come here.
Nice.
Stay at our own house.
Everyone come over here. There you go. That's your biggest fear, is the expectation of your emotion.
Yeah, because I just don't know what it's going to look like. And I don't fake things well, Eddie.
Yeah.
And nor would I want to.
You'll never have to guess what you're thinking with the look on your face.
For the most part.
Yeah. I love it. T, pleasure having you, man.
Pleasure being here.
Go watch macrodosing and whatever else Big T is doing. What's your handle, Connor Knapp?
Yeah, CONNERHKNAPP.
I always have a hard time tagging you because you're an NER guy.
Yeah. My mother says I would always complain as a child that when we'd go on vacation or whatever and they have, the mugs with your names on them, they would always have OR. And she said, well, your name's not Connor. And I mean, it is phonetically accurate.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, T. Hope the wedding's awesome, man. Appreciate you being here. And,
thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. Best of luck. All right, that's it, everyone. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We'll be back on Tuesday. We'll see you then.